The vast difference, and Jonathan, before I say this, I just want to preface this that we're probably going to step on some toes here, okay? But as we've discussed this, what needs to be said needs to be said. Let's be careful to understand the vast difference between, quote, my truth and, quote, the truth. My truth and the truth. In my personal experience, I've heard a lot of individuals explaining their perspectives on things and saying, well, this is my truth. And I think we need to be really careful about that. Let's look at the truth. Let's look at John chapter 8, verses 31, 32, and 36. These are the words of Jesus explaining truth.
So Jesus was saying to those Jews who had believed him, if you continue in my word, then you are truly disciples of mine, and you will know the truth, and the truth will make you free, will give you liberty. So if the Son makes you free, gives you liberty, you will be free, liberated indeed. Rick, we both agree we don't like the phrase my truth. It means you make your own standards, your own rules, and it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. It's much better to say, this is my perception of truth, or this is my understanding of truth.
Yeah, and by putting ourselves and saying, well, this is my truth, we are putting a stamp, we're drawing a line in the sand and essentially saying, don't cross this line. And unless the truth that we're speaking of is scripturally based entirely, just like what you said, Jesus said, you will know the truth and the truth will make you free because it comes from Jesus. We can't be drawing those lines. We really, really can't. Knowing the truth is a start, but being doers of that truth, that is where we need to live. It's one thing to know it. You could recite scriptures. Yes, you shall know the truth and truth shall make you free. And then we go and do about whatever we want. It's great to know, but it's another thing to do. James 1, 22 to 25.
But prove yourselves doers of the word and not merely hearers who delude themselves. For if anyone is a hearer of the word and not a doer, he's like a man who looks at his natural face in a mirror. For once he has looked at himself and gone away, he has immediately forgotten what kind of person he was. But one who looks intently at the perfect law, the law of liberty, the law of freedom, the law of Christ, and abides by it, not having become a forgetful hearer, but an effectual doer, this man will be blessed in what he does.
If we are focused on the liberty through the Christ and work at doing that, that's where blessing comes from. And sometimes, Jonathan, in Christianity, sometimes we feel like physical things, are blessings and verifications from God that we're on the right track. Maybe yes, and maybe not. Sometimes trials and difficulties are the greatest production of blessing. So we have to understand, put these things in order, and be doers of the word. Being a doer of the word means that there are many things we don't do or say. Let's go further.